We need to talk. Ever noticed how one sentence can completely freak you out? Your heart rate spikes, your stomach tightens, and suddenly you're preparing for battle. Now, we all know that communication is key in relationships, but sometimes it feels like the more we talk, the worse things get. And here's why. It's not just about what you say, it's about how you make each other feel when you say it. By the end of this video, you'll have some new ideas on how to communicate in a way that actually brings you closer instead of pushing you further apart from one another. Let's get into it. People will forget what you said, they'll forget what you did, but they will never forget how you made them feel. Maya Angelou said that about life, but it's just as true for relationships. Because the real question isn't, did I say the right thing? Did I explain myself correctly? The real question is, did this conversation bring us closer together or push us apart? Most couples focus on the words, but words are just the surface. What truly matters is the energy, the mood, and the feeling behind those words. And if you've ever felt like you're having the same fight over and over again, which we've all felt this way, this might be why. So today, I'm going to show you how to communicate in a way that actually deepens your connection without saying all the right things, without overanalyzing every conversation, and without making things worse. We've been told that communication is everything in relationships, but that's only half the truth. Because if talking was the answer, then arguing couples would be the happiest ones. But they're not. Because here's the thing, it's not just about talking. It's about when and how you talk. Think of it like cooking a steak. If the temperature's too low, nothing happens. If it's too high, you burn it. The secret is waiting for the right heat. Communication works the same way. If you start a difficult conversation when moods are low and the heat is too high, you'll say things you don't mean. You'll get defensive and nothing will get resolved. But if you wait for the right moment, when you both feel connected, when there's warmth, that's when real progress happens. I used to believe that problems needed to be solved immediately. If something felt off, I'd say, we need to talk about this. And I'd expect an instant resolution, some immediate conversation. That's what I was looking for. But what actually happened, the conversation spiraled, we both got defensive, and instead of fixing the problem, we just felt worse. Then I noticed something. There were moments, random, unexpected moments, where those same problems didn't bother me as much. Maybe it was after a fun night out or on a lazy Sunday morning, or when we were laughing or hanging out with our boys or hanging out with our family, and I realized when my mood is high, the same problems feel smaller. And that's when I learned the most powerful rule of communication. If your conversation is pulling you apart, it's not a good conversation. If your conversation is bringing you closer, it is. Most people try to fix their relationship when they feel frustrated, disconnected, or hurt. But here's what nobody tells you. Your mood is the foundation of every conversation. A low mood makes small problems feel huge. A high mood makes even big problems feel manageable. So instead of asking, how can I say this the right way? You might want to think, is this the best time to have this conversation? How do I feel right now? And if it's not, press pause. Come back to it later when you're both calm, connected, and more open. Because no productive conversation happens in a state of frustration. Here's a simple way to instantly improve your communication. Before you start a conversation, Use this one question as your compass. Is this conversation bringing us closer or pulling us apart? If it's bringing you closer, keep going. If it's pushing you apart, pause, step back, and try again later. And if you have to talk when the mood is low, try this. Bring in something positive. Share what you appreciate about your partner. Talk about a memory that makes you both smile. Remind each other what you love about your relationship. And let your partner know that you're not in the best mood. Because progress doesn't happen in anger. It happens in love, warmth, and connection. Feelings of goodwill. Great communication isn't about talking more. It's about knowing when and how to talk. Because words aren't what makes someone feel loved. It's the feeling behind the words. And when you shift your focus from just talking to creating warmth, connection, and understanding, your relationship transforms. So from now on, ask yourself, are we just talking for the sake of talking and it's not really going anywhere? Or are we actually getting closer? Because that's the only communication that really matters.